Okay, so I'm gonna record this. So I'm sitting out here with the pool with my children. I'm the only black man out here. So the nice white people come out here and tell me if I don't show them my ID, I have to leave. But no one else has to show their ID. So now she's finna call the police on me. And the police are gonna come in front of my children. And they smiling. Look at her smiling. They're smiling. She's smiling. But our residents here.
I'm telling you, I don't want to be recorded.
You being recorded. I'll be here. When the police come, I'll be here. So now they're calling the police on me. Karen and her friend, she's smiling because they're going to call the police on me because I don't have an ID on me. Who takes an ID to the swimming pool? And not just that, nobody else has been asked to show their identification. All right, let's see how this works out. This is crazy. Now my children are here. This is in front of my children. Welcome to Chicago. Look at the white man, he's swimming. The guy, there's a kid over there, does he need his ID? They are calling the police on me. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Where you going, Al? What?
You just get your ID.
I'm not getting my ID. I have to show them my ID to be at the pool. Karen up and the other lady just smiling. This is crazy. I don't want y'all to be traumatized by this though. No, don't cry. You don't have to cry. So have a seat, Kingston.
They want you to go in jail.
They're not gonna put me in jail.
Please, just get your ID.
No, we can just because we're black, we consider just like everybody else. Wow, welcome to Chicago. Yeah.
Hello guys, thank you for choosing this video here today, and if you have, you are in the right place. That's exactly what it means being black in America. The system will always be against you when you go to hotels, when you go to the shopping malls. Racist Karens will always come and target you. With the first video we have just watched, you can clearly get to see and understand how these circumstances come into place. In Chicago, this black father and his family went to a neighborhood pool to enjoy their afternoon when these two white Karens came and demanded ID from them. It is such a shame, it is such a disgrace that white Americans will always downgrade black Americans. The following videos is a reflection of what we're discussing here today. On the next video, we'll get to see the aftermath. This father has spoken and showcased to us what happened after the ideal. Watch this show coverage till the end so that we can be on the same page. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel and I'll keep you more posted and updated on what black Americans continue to face in their day-to-day activities. On the next episode, I'll give you a glimpse of the hotel so that black people, black Americans, can boycott this racist hotel. The Facebook name of this black father is Leo Sullivan. You can go ahead and check his Facebook profile so that you can see what really happened. We are not dealing with rumors, we are dealing with videos from reliable sources. Let's watch.
Hey, peace and blessings. This is your boy Leo Sullivan. This is our last day of Chicago. Yesterday there was an incident. I think we handled it very well. Karen made us leave, tried to make us leave, call the police on us. We ended up having a fabulous time in Chicago. Unfortunately, when she called the police twice, because when I went to go ask her name and information, she said I was weird and she wouldn't give me her information, her name, but she called the police on us and called us weird. Still, it was a learning experience. Got back to my room. The police came and knocked on the door for the second time. She reported I had harassed her, which was interesting. Fortunately, my kids were there, but it was a learning experience. Al, what would you say you learned from this entire experience?
I would say that I learned it shouldn't matter what color you are, but it definitely does. And my dad taught me to never judge someone off of the color of their skin, but their character on the inside. So yeah.
Okay, that's a good lesson, valuable lesson, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Kingston, what did you learn?
Just because a person's an idiot doesn't mean you have to be.
Hey, peace and blessings, y'all. We were fortunate. We made it back to Atlanta. I got the boys with me. I see that videos went viral, which is unfortunate. So the second half what happened, so after the police came, we explained to them that we were residents there. It dawned on me, I need to get these people's information, so I went to the office to get their information, asked the ladies, could they please give me their names? They refused to give me their names, and they actually called the police on me again and said I was harassing them. Fortunately, the police was a very understanding police, and he knew what was going on. We were located the restaurant was called the Arden or something like that. I'll post the information up there. I'm just happy that my children are doing good, and thank you all so much for inquiring and understanding of this nature. Have a great day. Peace and blessings to you, boy. See what's up.
This video honestly breaks my heart. Since when did enjoying a pool become a situation where someone has to prove their identity, while others around them are allowed to enjoy themselves without being asked the same thing? This is the part that has many people asking questions. When the father started recording the situation, the woman asked him not to film her. And that made some viewers wonder, if someone believes they are simply following a normal rule and treating everyone the same, why would being recorded become such a concern? But the part that hurts the most is that this happened in front of his children. At one point, his son told him they should leave because he was afraid the police would come and put his father in jail. Do you think what these people are doing, asking someone to show an ID just because they are of a different race, makes sense?
If you're a white woman who doesn't harass black people just for existing and living their lives, make some noise! The bar is in hell. On today's episode of When You're Black, You're Never Really Lonely, I went to his Facebook page because I wanted to see what happened, and according to him, he was on vacation and he had paid to stay at this location, including the pool. But then Slave Patrol and superintendent of a school walked up and basically asked him to show his freedom papers. He says he actually did show proof that he was allowed to be there, but that wasn't enough. She wanted his ID. He didn't have it with him because, well, he's at the pool. So she called the police. And that's crazy for many reasons. Number one, because I can't believe she interrupted the police from accessing the flock cameras and stalking their ex-girlfriends just to come deal with the situation where she was actually the one harassing him. Let's go ahead and nip this in the bud right now. You're a private citizen. Why would he have to show you his ID? Did you ask everybody else at the pool for their ID? Right. Anyway, you seem to live in a community where there are a lot of people come and go. Maybe it's an Airbnb, maybe it's a sublet, maybe he's staying with a friend, maybe he owns the place. We don't know. The point is, you're not gonna know everybody in a neighborhood that size. If you wanna know every single person who steps onto the property, get your stacks up. Get you an acre, 2 acres of land, then you can control who comes in and off of your property. Until that time, I've seen enough. I'm ready to pronounce my sentence guilty on all counts, and my sentence is 34 consecutive life sentences, no leniency. Thank you. Next case.
Oh, I love videos like this. I do, because we get to see all the nonsense, all the BS, because so many times we'll call out nonsense like this racism, and people will be, oh, this doesn't happen. That's not true. We're so past that. The United States is a better place. Okay, BS. Do you see this? Why didn't they ask anybody else? And that, moving past that poor family, those poor boys ended up crying. I feel horrible about that. However, we also need to start recording the front entrances of places so we know what places these are at, so we can get the address, so we can know what businesses not to support anymore, which businesses to boycott, which businesses to call, which businesses to start leaving horrible reviews at. Also, so that we know where these people work at. Not from a doxing standpoint, of course, that'd be horrible, but from if anyone, wanted to just know where they worked at, who these Karens are, so they can't get other jobs. Just joking. But we should know. We should know. Let justice work itself out.
This is the violence of whiteness, y'all. This right here is why it's on white people to do something about whiteness and racism. That poor baby is crying because he doesn't want to see his dad, a black man who has done nothing wrong except for be black at a pool, go to jail. He already knows that that's a possibility, if not worse. If the police show up, who knows what could happen? That baby knows that. We cannot live in a world where that is acceptable. As white folks, we need to make sure that we are intervening. The other white people in the pool there should have intervened. They should have came and said, wait, hold on. Why y'all asking him for ID and not me? Turn the attention towards us. Turn the attention towards the violence of whiteness and the acts of racism. Take it away from the victims of it. Don't make them prove their innocence. Indict the hatred. Indict the violence of whiteness. Make that the point of contention, not the aftermath and what people are doing to try to survive it.
This man was at the pool with his children. This pool was at a hotel that he was staying at in Chicago. This lady who I guess works there, approached him and was asking for his ID and just wanted to check and make sure that he had the right to be there, that he was staying there. The problem is, this is a black man with his black children. He was the only person that was approached and asked to give identification to show that he was staying there. There was other people around, other people in the pool, other people on the lounge chairs because he was on a lounge chair. But this guy was the only person that was asked to show an ID. Now, he told the lady that he's at the pool. He doesn't have an ID. Who takes their ID when they go swimming? And she proceeded to call the cops on him. And smiling and laughing, the cops did come. I don't think we really had much of an update of what happened with the cops, but I think we can assume nothing because he was still there. He didn't get taken into custody or anything of that such. He did approach her again later and asked for like her name and her information, and she called him weird and refused to give it to him, and then called the cops on him again. So a second time, the cops went to his hotel room and talked to him. We also didn't get much of an update on that, but I can assume that it was probably the same instance. They just kind of left. Now, if they were going around and asking everybody at the pool to give identification to prove that they were able to stay there, that would be one thing. The problem is they only approached this one person and asked for them to prove that they were able to stay there. I can say that I have never, ever, ever, whenever I have stayed at a hotel and been at a pool, been asked to show identification to prove that I had a right to be there. Never.
Now, do get to see what being black in America is always about. On the shopping malls, on the streets, on the pools, you'll get to see racist Karens come in and attack black Americans. In the surrounding, in the pool, there are also white people. Why didn't these two racist Karen go ahead and ask the other white people for their ID? Black Americans for the longest time possible have suffered under white supremacists, have suffered under white Americans, racist Karens who always target black people. The manner in which these two Karens approached this black father, it is because they wanted to pick up a fight to find a valid reason to call the cops and chain this black father. On the next episode, I'll give you a glimpse of what happened and what transpired after this ordeal. The two Karens probably lost majority of the shares in the hotel because I know they are responsible for the management of the hotel. This black father did the thinkable. He did what majority of black people would have done. Record the situation and post it online so that black people, black Americans can back you up. This video has gathered more than 1 million views in Facebook, in Instagram, and here today I'm here to showcase to you what most of you missed. This is not something new, it is something that black Americans have suffered for the longest time possible. Racism in America will not end anytime soon as long as Donald J. Trump is in power. I hear sources are saying that he is planning to run for another presidential term, and things like this will continue to face black people, black Americans, and we are not going to accept such incidences. Thank you for staying with me. Let me know a response on the comment section below. Let others know the type of currency people have met in the day-to-day activities, and I'll continue championing for the rights of black Americans in our supremacist world. Consider hitting the subscribe icon below if you enjoyed this video, and I'll keep you more posted and updated what black Americans, what black people, what black immigrants continue to face in their day-to-day activities in America. Thank you for watching, family, and goodbye.